What is going on, guys, and welcome to Zombies Trivia Episode 1. This is the series where we test your knowledge on anything related to Call of Duty Zombies. 10 questions will be asked of varying difficulty. Can you get all 10 correct? Let's find out in today's video. So for the first trivia question of the video, in Black Ops 1, what is the name of the Pack-a-Punched ballistic knife? Is it A, the Floss Denominator, B, the Klaus Refrigerator, C, the Cross Refibrillator, or D, the Gauss Denominator? And the correct answer is... People who grew up on Black Ops 1 may remember this one, but if you actually go back through and Pack-a-Punch it, it is in fact the Cross Refibrillator. Take a note of your results, and then we'll be right on to the next one. Now, as for trivia question number 2, in Black Ops 2, what is the name of the unique LMG that was put in the box on the map Origins? Is it the DP-28, B, the MG-34, C, the MG-06, or D, the MG-08? And the correct answer is... That's right, D, MG-08. There was a lot of guns that were added in at the release of Origins into the box, but the LMG for Origins is of course the MG-08, or specifically the MG-08-15, if you want to get technical. Take note of your results, and we will move on to trivia question number 3. Getting into trivia question number 3, we are going all the way back to World at War Der Reese. Is the upgraded M1911 dual-wield? A, yes, or B, no? And the correct answer is... This may seem rather strange for someone who isn't an OG player or has never played on the old Call of Duties, but it's true. It is only a single pistol. There was no dual-wield prior to Black Ops 1, which may throw you off considering it's set quite a precedent. But anyway, it was indeed B, no. Take a look at your results, and let's get ready for the next question. Fittingly, going into question number 4, we are on Black Ops 4. In Black Ops 4, what is the default starter pistol? Is it A, the M1911, B, the Strife, C, the Welling, or D, the RK-7 Garrison? And the correct answer is... A lot of people may have forgotten, but you actually start with the Welling before you unlock stuff like the Strife or the MOG, which are typically the things that permanently replace the Welling. Most people never even really re-equip the Welling after their first time unlocking a new gun. But it's true. It is the Welling that's up first. Did that trip you up? Well then, take note of your results, and let's get right on to the next one. Getting into the halfway point at number 5. In Black Ops 1, what is the very first Zombies map unlocked when you boot up the game for the first time? Is it A, 5, B, Nocturne Totem, C, Ascension, or D, Keener to Toten? And the correct answer is... Famously, you had to unlock the map 5 by either completing the Black Ops 1 campaign, or by visiting the terminal and using the code 3ARC unlock. This also unlocked Dead Ops Arcade as well. So the answer is D, Kinder der Toten. Now I have to ask, are you 5 for 5? Have you gotten none wrong? Well, with this next question, I hope I can change that. Let's get on into question 6. In Black Ops Cold War, what is the quote listed at the top of the Juggernog Perca-Cola can? Is it A, made with real eggs, B, reach for Juggernog tonight, C, for those who need help to get by, D, toughen up soldier, E, where men become men, or F, sugar seduction delight? And the correct answer is... Not gonna lie, dairy products in a can doesn't even sound right. But we're moving on with that. Anyway, there's actually quite a lot of information on these cans, believe it or not. There's definitely gonna be a few more questions like this in the future, so keep an eye out for those. But it's true, it actually says A, made with real eggs. Did I catch you slipping with that one? Well, let's see how you're doing now, when we get into question 7. Probably the most important question of the entire video. Trivia question number 7. What should I do while I wait for my dad to get home with the milk? A, watch Morbius. B, get new tickets to see the new Minions movie. C, play Call of Duty Vanguard. Or D, become a Genshin Impact player. Trivia question number 7. How many Easter eggs must you complete in Black Ops 3 Zombies in order to be able to fully complete the Super Easter egg in Black Ops 3 Zombies? A, 4. B, 5. C, 6. Or D, 7. And the correct answer is... Getting into the specifics of what you have to do on Black Ops 3, you must complete Shadows of Evil, The Giant, Drak, Zetsubo no Shima, Garad Krovi, and that's only just to unlock the final Easter egg on Revelations. Once you complete the Revelations Easter egg, that'll get you up to a total of 6. That is everything you have to do on BO3 in order to get it. It's a lot more than you might think. Did you say 4? Because I could see that. Did you say 5? Because I could also say that. But getting to the next one, at number 8. In Black Ops 2, excluding perma-perks, how many perks were added into the game by the time the game stopped receiving DLC support? Was it A, 4, B, 3, C, 5, or D, 2? And the correct answer is... Getting into the specifics as to why the correct answer is A, 4. You may remember that in Black Ops 2 we had a resurgence of new perks. Pretty much every perk was added into every new map, aside from Origins and Nuketown, obviously excluding the survival maps. So in Transit you had the fan favorite Tombstone, in Die Rise you had the infamous Who's Who, in Mob of the Dead you had Electric Cherry, and of course, Buried, you had Vulture's Aid. Specifically, the other maps not listed here, Nuketown didn't have any new perks. All it had was the core 4 perks and Pack-a-Punch that spawned in at random times. On Mob of the Dead, you had Deadshot Daiquiri returning. PhD Flopper and Mule Kick were not accessible, however, but in Grief, you had access to both of these perks in the spawn room of the cell block area. And as for Origins, all you really got back was PhD Flopper, and you can find that in the Wonder Fizz machine. But as for specifically new perks, Transit, Die Rise, Buried, and Mob of the Dead are the only ones in Black Ops 2 to actually feature any new perks. Take a note of your results, and we'll be moving on to the runner-up question of today's video. Trivia question number 9. What is the actual correct name for the meatball mini-boss in Shadows of Evil? Is it A, the Wrap, B, the Insanity Elementals, C, the Keeper Exploder, or D, the Keeper Tormentor? And the correct answer is... Yes, you read that correctly. Insanity Elementals. B. On the map Shadows of Evil, most people would probably call these the Meatballs, or the Explodey Boys, or any number of random nicknames that you could think of. But according to the CoD wiki, these guys are actually called the Insanity Elementals. Now, nowhere in the actual game do you actually hear them referred to as that, but yeah. And of course, they are modeled after the Wraps in multiplayer, which do the exact same thing. They drop in and they run around, and when they make contact with you, they explode. But in zombies, they are referred to as something completely different, which is, of course, B, the Insanity Elementals. I would not be surprised if nobody got that one correct, because making this video, I didn't even know that until I looked it up. And of course, how can you? None of the characters refer to them as this. They are, however, in the Dead Ops Arcade 2 mode, as a fun fact. But of course, this brings us to our final question of today's video. Trivia question number 10. On the map Origins in either Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3, excluding the shovel, the G-Strike tablets, or the golden medallions for the upgraded MG08 Easter egg steps, how many parts can you pick up on the map Origins? Now, for this final question, there will be no multiple choice. Simply get the right number. You may have as long as you need by pausing the video, but it must be accurate in order to get it correct. Please, take your time. There's quite a few parts. And the correct answer for the final question of today's video is... So, let's get into the final breakdown of the final question of today's video. Starting off, we have 3 unique parts for each of the 4 staffs, which easily brings us up to 12 parts right off the jump. We also have 1 music disc for each staff, which gives us a total of +4 parts, which brings us up to 16. We also have 3 parts for the Maxis drone, and 3 parts for the zombie shield, which gives us a bonus 6 parts to our total of 22. And then finally, we have the gramophone and the gramophone disc that you can find around the excavation site, which also helps open it up so that we can get to the final parts in which we can build the staffs, bringing us up to a total of 24 total parts on the map Origins. Lastly, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to hit that like and subscribe, as there's definitely going to be more of these trivia videos coming out in the future where you can test your knowledge. I also want you to go ahead and leave in the comments below the results of your video. How many questions did you get right? How many did you get wrong? Did you end up getting a perfect score? Did you not? I want to know. because I would love to see how everybody did, because some of these questions are really easy, some of these questions I didn't even know until I looked into it. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be the end of the video, so feel free to do all of that, but until then, this has been Void Hunter, signing out. Peace!